Hello my friends, and welcome back to Raleigh Art Studio and Art with Ms. Little. I hope you've been doing good. It occurred to me that the videos I've been posting may not really resonate with some of the boys in my art class. And as much as I hate to do this, I was thinking, what do the boys love? And most of them love Minecraft and Fortnite. So I'm not necessarily condoning these video games, but I thought, I was looking at the characters of Fortnite, and there was one character that really kind of resonated with me. I think they call him or her Drive, and the reason that I could relate to this character is I can show you how to draw a portrait, because the face or mask is very similar to just drawing a regular human portrait. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with paper and pencil, and then you're going to trace it with marker if you have it, and then add some color. But before we get started, let's think of an affirmative statement for I am. Starts with an F for Fortnite. Oh gosh, there are a lot of them. We could do I am fabulous. I am fortunate. I am fantastic. I am faithful. I am free. I am fun. I am friendly. I am focused. That's the one I'm going to choose. But you choose your own. Make sure it's positive. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, and I'm going to breathe in. I am focused. I'm going to hold it and release it 3 times. You ready? Okay, here we go. I am focused. Bring it in. Hold it. Release it. I am. Take it in. Hold it. Release it. Last time. I am. Take it in. Hold it and release it. So we're going to start with paper and pencil, and we're going to think about the shape of a face. Some people will say circle, some will say oval, and it's kind of in between a circle and an oval. It's actually more an egg shape. So look what I brought out. I brought an egg. You see that? If you go look in the mirror, you'll notice that your face is almost an egg shape. It's wider at the top and narrower at the bottom. So we're going to draw an egg shape. The first thing I do with my pencil, very softly, you want to draw a line of symmetry right down the middle of your paper. You don't need a ruler or anything, and don't press really hard because we want to erase this line later. So it's just kind of a line of reference. So I'm going to draw a line right down the middle of my paper. Mine's a little bit darker than yours might want to be because I want to make sure you can see it. Okay? Now I'm going to sketch the shape of an egg. It's wider at the top and narrower at the bottom. I'm going to try to keep it the same on both sides so it's symmetrical. I don't want to start at the very top of my picture because this character has got some pretty big ears. So I'm going to start a little, about 1/4 of the way down, and I'm going to sketch. It's almost like a circle. See, here's a circle. But the egg shape goes down more like this. You see that? More of an egg shape. So I want you to draw your egg-shaped circle or oval. We already have our line of symmetry. And I generally start with drawing the eyes or the nose in. Now our faces are really divided, almost like a math page. So the first thing I'm going to do, find about halfway down, I'm going to draw a line kind of at an angle. It's curved a little bit, but you could do yours straight across if you want to. And that's about halfway down my shape. And the reason I do that, if you measure your own face, your eyes aren't way up here in the forehead. They're halfway down. So if I were to take, let's say, if I take my finger and put it on my top of my head, that's where your face starts. And then I'm going to put my thumb right between my eyes. I'm going to measure that. I'm not going to change that measurement. I'm going to take my finger and now put it between my eyes, and you'll notice my thumb rests right on my chin. So it's halfway. So that's where we're going to draw the eyes. And then about another halfway down between the eyes and the bottom, we're going to draw another line across. Well, that's more than halfway, right? Okay, well that's where it's going to be. That's where the mouth is. And then we divide this again. That's where the nose should be. But his is not or hers is maybe not proportionally correct, but it's close. So we have our line of symmetry. We have our line of division here for the eyes. This character's eyes are almost the shape of a human, but they're going more up at an angle. So that's going to make it a little challenging. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to draw a angle down like this. Oh, look at that. Let's do that. Let's draw a big V right in here. That's not very straight. There we go. So this is almost a triangle here. Now I'm going to try to draw the eyes. That's going to be a little challenging because they're almost shaped like a cat. So I'm going to, this is my line where the eye is. I'm going to start here and I'm going to draw a line down like this. We'll try to do the same on the other side. So I'm pulling this across and we'll go this up and out. It's going to be kind of challenging, but it might be fun. Take your time. This is this part of the eye. I'm going to now draw the bottom half that circles back around. Draw this bottom half, it comes back around. Looks almost like Spider-Man now, doesn't it? I'm going to now, let's see, there's a line here that goes up into what would be our eyebrow. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw a line up. It's about halfway between the eye and the center line. It's going to go over the eye, pull it out like a tear or a leaf, and back down again. Do the same here. Take this up over the eye and draw that shape of a leaf in there. The next thing I might do is the nose. We're going to add more to these eyes in a few minutes, but I want to try to get the character together first. So his nose is, it's not human really, it's more of animal nose. It's almost like bird wings. Look at that. So let's go down here and we're going to draw some bird wings. Goes down, comes back up again. So that might be the nose. And then we're going to draw the bottom part. Kind of mirrors the top part. And then we're going to pull this around. So there we have about the shape of the nose. Now remember, we had this line of symmetry. We drew a line halfway across where the eyes are. We drew a line about 2/3 of the way down and then divided that in half. So down here is where we're going to draw the mouth. And this character's mouth, it's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm going to draw a straight line across here. It's going to go down. Not a very happy character. And now I'm going to pull it back up and around. I'll pull it back up and around. Up and around. I'm going to go back to the eyes. I'm going to go inside and draw the same shape inside the eye that I drew outside the eye. Now I'm going to take this line, I'm going to pull it out and back in. Take this line, pull it out and back in. Looks like an alien. Let's draw a line here and a line here. We're going to add this area. So we already have this shape. I'm going to pull this up and down. Pull this up and down. I'm going to add a little line here and here. That's what this is. I think we're missing this area here, which I would call our tear ducts. I'm just going to take the original line and pull it down and pull this original line back up and around. I think we need some ears. So, the ears are rather big and they look like wild cat's ears, really. So I'm going to have one going kind of this way and one going this way. I'm going to pull an ear from here and here. And it's going to go in, out, and up. And then it's going to come back around. This one goes in, out, and up. And then we'll pull it back around. Then we'll do the inside of the ear. Kind of mimics the same shape. And now we have the base face of our character, less some of the details. I love this detail in here. I'm going to start with almost what would a diamond shape in here. I'm going to do a diamond shape. It's a V in two directions. And then go down a little bit and do the same thing. Now I'm just going to go around it. And then it comes back out into a point. We're going to add this shape in here. We're going to add this in here. And I think we have our basic shape of the character. I'm going to take a marker and trace what I have done. Make this ear a little bit wider and smaller when I do that. I'll take my marker and go ahead and color in that real dark area of the eye so it stands out. Did you know that our eyes, go back for a minute, here's our line of symmetry. If I were to divide this half of my face in half again, it's exactly where the eyes are. Exactly where the eyes are. So the eyes are halfway here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, quarter of the way in. Pretty cool. There's only one other area that I would suggest you coloring in with marker. I'm going to trace this line here. It's kind of like his jawline, I guess, or her jawline. I don't know whether it's a male or female, or whether they don't even have male or females in that video game. Color the mouth in a little bit, and then I'm going to color in this shape. Trace some more of these lines. And there you have it. I would take my eraser at this point and erase some of these pencil marks. Take my pencil and I'm going to shade in right in here to give that a little shadow. And I'm going to shade the nose in. Then what I think I'm going to do, I think this character wears a cape over its head or a hood or something. I'm going to do mine with marker so you can really see what I'm doing. But when you put a cape on or a hoodie or something, it has folds and shadows and such. So I'm going to start here and go down into a fold and then pull it back up. I'm going to pull this down into a fold, down around. So these are going to be where the folds are. So it's going to indicate that it's material. Pull one under the chin. And another one down there. Now, I don't know what color that cape is, but I am going to take a crayon just to show you how to shade it so it looks real. So if I take my crayon and color it like this, where these creases are, I'm going to make that darker, because the fold's going to create a shadow. So I'm going to color this one and color it all one value first, and then inside this fold we're going to add the shadow. Continue coloring and continue shading. I'm not going to color the whole thing, I'm just going to color part of it for you. press harder. It'll give it a darker value and the impression that it's folding material in there. You see that? I'm going to give it a shadow under the head because the face would drop a shadow on that material as well. I'm going to add a shadow behind the ear because I think the ear would cast a shadow. Let's go ahead and color some of this in down here. If my shadow's on this side of the curve, see when when it curves out, it's going to be on the inside of it. When it curves this way, it's on that side. This way, it's on this side. This way, it's inside it. So if it's curved like this, the shadow's going to be in here, not out there. So this is curved this way, so the shadow's going to be in here. This is curved this way, so where would my shadow be? Yeah, shadow's going to be in here. This one's curved this way. Where's my shadow? Yeah, same spot. There you go. That's how you could draw draperies or hoodies. Let's see, the next thing we'll do, let's find a pretty yellow color, because this shape in here is a really bright yellow. So I'm going to color this yellow. You could use crayons. I'm just using the pencil here because, and I use crayons there. So it really depends on what you have handy. It doesn't matter. And the rest of it appears to be pink. So if we find pink, I've got it in a crayon and I have it in a pencil. So it really doesn't matter to me what you use. It's your personal preference. But let's go inside the rest of the shapes. Add some color. I'll go to the pencil now and show you the difference. Not a lot. And there's your Fortnite character. I hope you learned something with this. We've learned that we have a line of symmetry. We learned that our face is shaped like an upside down egg. We learned that our eye placement is halfway between the top of our head and our chin. We learned that when you darken and add a darker value on the curved line of a material, it shows that it's the shadow in there and makes it more realistic. So anyway, I hope you had fun. I'll darken around the edges here with this how to draw a portrait exercise, Fortnite way. Anyway, love you so much, miss you dearly. Namaste, my friends. Until next time.